Don't let fear control you. In this world of investing, like you just gotta have fun. I mean, life is so short. Life is short, and like I said in the beginning, we've had an interesting year. I've had death around us. I witnessed a head-on collision motorcycle to a truck. I was first on the scene, and it just makes you realize, like, dude, take some risk. Take some risk. Figure out where you are. There's no rejection. I've seen it all. I've seen the worst of the worst. Like, trust me, if somebody thinks that, they're probably fine. But ultimately, if a lender tells you, or if I tell you, like, hey, you're good to go, you just need to save up some more cash. Or then that's where you get and start using your brain. Okay, I need to save up more cash. Well, go get a family member or a friend and get a partner.
Yeah.
Like, I had one of my best investors. He was my first investor client. He's actually the one who introduced me to Azreia, Mike. It was a long time ago. He was friends with the old owner. What was the old owner's name of Azreia?
You don't remember Alan? Oh my God!
Alan. There we
I'm
go.
not
No,
gonna
it's been
show
so
him this
long, man.
podcast.
Um, but he introduced me. They were friends, and I bet you he's up to 200 plus doors. That's his full time job now. He's just manages his properties. But what he did is, he has probably 100 plus of his own, and then I kid you not, he has probably pockets of 5 to 10 properties with family members that he would go to them and be like, hey, you want to do this one 50-50? They would influx some cash. And he's created mini portfolios with all these different family members, some cousins, some friends. So it's like, don't let the fear of rejection, because at the end of the day, if the only downside is just cash, you want to know that, because then you can be like, hey, what if I put together a fund with 4 buddies? What if I did that? Like, don't let the fear of rejection, because you got to start from somewhere. That's like somebody saying, well, I'm never going to go to the gym because the first 6 months is going to be so hard to get started. And it's like, oh, like, just figure it out. And the answer is what the answer is. And then at least you go from there. So yeah, I didn't realize that was the bit, like, that is one of the main reasons why people don't get started. Honestly, I thought it would be something else, but the fear of rejection was not my initial thought.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, man. And I think that aligns with rejection. Also, you're thinking about what someone else thinks of you.
Yep.
So it's like once again, it goes back to what's everyone going to think? It's not, you're not even thinking about yourself. And the biggest mistake isn't the biggest risk here isn't the mistake of getting something messed up in the deal. It's being in the same spot, like you said, 5-10 years from now. That's the mistake.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, my wife's studio, so she converted Desert Studio AZ. Check it out. It's in Queen
Yeah.
Creek. We took one of the old homes where they want turned into small business. It's a zoned RC. We converted it to the C. 3.5 year battle. Like, I'm talking lawsuit with contractor, fighting with the town of Queen Creek. Local politics is dumb. They don't know what they want. Like, everything possible to go wrong on it went wrong. And the one thing I'm like, I look back now and I'm like, dude, even though it sucked, I'm so thankful for every part of it, because we learned so much in that, to where, and it's like that feeling of you just never give up. And it was worth every bit. Now it's opened, and my wife's killing it down there. It's a rentable venue, indoor, outdoor, rooftop, bathroom, boudoir shoots. We have realtors come do content there. It's just a rentable space that is just awesome. And most people would have given up, once year one came and tried to wholesale it away or something like that. And I'm like, no, like, it's part of the journey. I think a lot of people look at they're trying to get to the result, but they forget the journey. Like, you guys
What's
have
the name
learned
of it?
so much in your ventures.
What's the name of it again?
Desert Studio AZ.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
check
know
it
why
out.
he's asking.
Yeah,
Huh?
because I'm out here in Queen Creek, so I'm like, okay, this is a
Oh,
good.
dude, you probably drive by it all the time. It's right there on
Yeah,
Ocotillo and Ellsworth.
Keep this going. Marcus don't get Queen Creek conversations too often on the podcast.
Right,
So
right. I get excited.
Marcus, I'm just down the road. So we're off Chandler Heights in Greenfield, but the studios, you know where that Popeyes is?
Yeah.
So we are literally 500 yards west, probably like 300 yards west of the Popeyes on Ocotillo.
Oh, okay. So you must be right by, like, the church.
Right, so there's one house in between us and the church.